If you're in your golden years between 65, 80, and still performing certain everyday movements with ease, you're not just aging well, you're demonstrating remarkable longevity potential. While many believe decline is inevitable with age, cutting-edge research reveals a different reality. Your body contains hidden signals about your lifespan through simple abilities you might take for granted every day. These 8 physical and mental indicators aren't random skills. They're powerful predictors of who will thrive well into their 90s and beyond. Longevity researchers from leading institutions have discovered these everyday capabilities correlate more strongly with extended lifespan than many expensive medical tests or treatments. You've gathered decades of wisdom. Now discover if your body holds the secret markers of extraordinary aging potential. I'm curious about my wonderful viewers. Please comment your city below. And if you find value in today's insights, hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Now let's unveil the first remarkable indicator that separates potential centenarians from everyone else. 1. You can balance on one foot for 10+ seconds. Could something as basic as standing on one leg reveal your longevity potential? It seems almost too simple, but a groundbreaking 2022 study in the British Journal of Sports Medicine discovered something fascinating. Adults over 65 who could balance on one foot for just 10 seconds were significantly more likely to be alive a decade later. Why is this simple test so meaningful? Balance isn't just about preventing falls. It's a window into your entire body's functioning. When you stand on one foot, you're testing your brain's neural connections, your inner ear's equilibrium system, your vision, and those small stabilizing muscles most people never consider. Consider Martha, a 71-year-old former elementary school principal from Seattle. During a routine checkup, her doctor asked her to try the one-leg stand. She struggled to maintain balance for even 4 seconds. It was eye-opening, she shared. I'd been ignoring my balance, thinking it wasn't that important. Martha began a simple daily practice. While brushing her teeth, she'd stand on one foot, lightly touching the counter if needed. Within 8 weeks, she could balance for 12 seconds unassisted. Want to safely test yourself? Stand near a counter or sturdy chair for safety, then lift one foot about 6 inches off the floor. Time how long you can hold this position without touching your raised foot down or reaching for support. Can you make it to 10 seconds? That's an excellent sign for your longevity potential. If you're not quite there yet, don't worry. Balance can improve at any age. Try standing on one foot while holding a counter, gradually reducing your support. Or practice heel-to-toe walking, as if on an imaginary line. Even small improvements significantly reduce fall risk, and falls often trigger the cascade of health challenges that limit independence. 2. You can rise from a chair without using your hands. Have you noticed how you stand up from your favorite armchair? Do you push off with your hands, or can you rise smoothly using just your leg strength? This simple movement, standing without using your arms for support, is so revealing that medical professionals call it the chair rise test and use it to predict health outcomes in older adults. The science is compelling. Research from the University of Sydney found that adults over 65 who could stand from a seated position without using their hands had significantly lower mortality rates over a 12-year follow-up period. Why? Because this movement requires strong thigh muscles, stable hips, good core strength, and excellent balance. All vital systems that maintain your independence as you age. Take George, a 76-year-old retired postal worker from Phoenix. He noticed he was struggling to get up from his daughter's sofa. My 6-year-old grandson asked why I always needed to push myself up, he recalled. It was a wake-up call that motivated me to take action. George started a simple routine, practicing standing up without hand support from progressively lower surfaces. He began with a firm dining chair and gradually worked towards softer, lower seating. After just 10 weeks of daily practice, he could rise smoothly from most chairs without pushing off, and noticed his overall energy and confidence had improved dramatically. To assess yourself, find a standard height chair, about 17 inches from the floor. Sit in the middle with feet flat, cross your arms over your chest, and try to stand without leaning forward excessively. If this is challenging, try a modified version. Use your hands lightly on your thighs rather than pushing down firmly. For improvement, try sitting at the front edge of a chair, feet hip-width apart, and practice standing while using less hand support each time. Or try sit to stands, rising and sitting 5 to 10 times in succession to build strength. Even gradual progress dramatically improves your ability to maintain independence. 3. You wake up feeling refreshed and ready for the day. While many focus on diet and exercise for longevity, they often overlook what might be the most powerful health indicator: how you feel when you first open your eyes each morning. If you consistently wake up feeling rested and energetic in your 60s, 70s, or 80s, you possess one of the strongest predictors of exceptional longevity. Quality sleep isn't just about feeling good. It's fundamental to your body's repair systems. During deep sleep, your brain clears out proteins linked to Alzheimer's. Your cells repair DNA damage. Your immune system resets, and your body regulates essential hormones. Research from the National Institute on Aging shows that consistent, restorative sleep correlates more strongly with longevity than many standard health measurements. Yes, sleep patterns naturally shift with age. You might wake earlier or sleep somewhat lighter than in your younger years. But consistently waking up feeling foggy, unrested, or exhausted isn't normal aging. It's a signal your body needs attention. Barbara, a 70-year-old retired accountant from Minneapolis, struggled with poor sleep for years. "I just accepted that sleeping poorly came with getting older," she explained. "I'd wake up multiple times each night and feel drained all day." Her turning point came when her doctor explained that poor sleep was affecting her heart health and memory function. Barbara made 3 simple changes. She eliminated screen time in bed, established a consistent bedtime routine with gentle stretching, and installed blackout curtains to block all bedroom light. "The difference was remarkable," she said. "Within 2 weeks, I was sleeping through most nights and waking up feeling energized. My friends keep asking what supplement I'm taking because I have so much more vitality." Ask yourself, do you naturally wake without an alarm feeling refreshed? Can you make it through your day without significant drowsiness? Do you fall asleep within 20-30 minutes of lying down? If you answered yes, your sleep quality is supporting your longevity potential. 4. You can remember recent conversations and events clearly. While physical abilities often dominate longevity discussions, your mental sharpness may be equally powerful in predicting a vibrant, extended life. If you can still recall recent conversations in detail, remember where you parked without panic, or learn new information with relative ease, you're demonstrating exceptional brain health, a key marker of those likely to reach their 90s and beyond. Let's clarify what's normal aging versus concerning change. Occasionally forgetting a name or misplacing your glasses. That's typical. But consistently struggling to follow conversations or repeatedly asking the same questions suggests something beyond normal aging. The exciting news from neuroscience is that your brain remains remarkably adaptable even in your 70s and 80s. The use it or lose it principle strongly applies to cognitive function. Your brain can continue forming new connections throughout life when properly stimulated. Consider William, a 77-year-old retired high school principal from Virginia. While many peers complain about memory issues, William still recalls his former students' names and keeps up with current events in impressive detail. His approach: "I never stopped being curious," he explains. "I learn something new every day, whether through a language app, history podcast, or community college class. And I never miss my weekly bridge game with friends." To assess your memory, try this. After watching the evening news, see if you can recall 3 specific stories in detail. Or after a conversation with a friend, note how much you remember the next day. This isn't about testing yourself, it's about awareness. The best strategies for maintaining sharp memory combine social engagement, intellectual challenge, and physical activity. Regular conversations with friends, reading thought-provoking books, solving puzzles, and taking walks all support brain health. Even learning simple new skills, like a dance step or recipe, creates vital new neural connections. 5. You can walk at a brisk pace without getting winded. Did you know your walking speed might reveal more about your longevity than your cholesterol levels? Geriatricians now consider walking speed the 6th vital sign, alongside pulse, respiration, temperature, blood pressure, and pain. If you can still walk at a purposeful pace without becoming short of breath, you're displaying a powerful marker of exceptional longevity. A landmark study in the Journal of the American Medical Association found something remarkable. Physicians could predict survival rates with surprising accuracy simply by measuring walking speed. Adults who maintained a pace of at least 3 feet per second, about 2 miles per hour, had significantly longer life expectancies. Why is walking speed so revealing? Because it requires the harmonious function of your heart, lungs, circulation, muscles, nerves, and balance systems all working together. A brisk walk essentially performs a full-body systems check. Helen, a 73-year-old retired teacher from Oregon, noticed she was always falling behind in her walking group. "I was constantly lagging and feeling breathless," she recalled. "I worried this was just inevitable aging." Her doctor suggested a simple program, walking just 10 minutes daily, gradually increasing her pace during the middle portion. After 3 months, she could keep up with friends and tackle hills without stopping to catch her breath. To assess yourself, find a 10-foot stretch and time how long it takes to walk it at your normal pace. Dividing 10 by your time gives you feet per second. Around 3 feet per second is the longevity zone. If you're slower, don't worry. Walking speed responds quickly to consistent practice. The simplest improvement plan is the sandwich method. During your regular walk, pick a landmark ahead and slightly increase your pace until you reach it. Then return to your comfortable speed. This interval approach builds endurance without exhaustion. 6. You can carry a full grocery bag without strain. When we think about strength for longevity, many imagine complicated gym routines. But researchers have discovered something surprising. Your ability to perform everyday tasks like carrying a full grocery bag may be more revealing than how much you can bench press. If you can still carry your groceries from car to kitchen without strain, you're demonstrating a powerful predictor of extended longevity. This isn't about bodybuilder muscles. It's about functional strength that maintains independence. Researchers at the University of Michigan found that grip strength in particular is so strongly linked to longevity that it outperforms many medical tests in predicting survival. Why? Because grip strength reflects overall muscle health throughout your body and correlates with heart function, brain health, and metabolic efficiency. Richard, a 74-year-old retired engineer from Florida, noticed he was dividing his groceries into multiple lighter bags. "I didn't think much of it until I saw my neighbor, who's 83, carrying 2 heavy bags with ease," he shared. "That's when I realized I was adapting to weakness rather than addressing it." Richard started a simple routine, squeezing a tennis ball while watching TV and lifting soup cans as light weights. Within 2 months, he could again carry a full paper grocery bag without difficulty. To assess yourself, try this. Fill a standard grocery bag with about 10 pounds of items, approximately 5 to 6 cans plus some lighter products. Can you carry it from your kitchen to your front door without feeling strained? If yes, your functional strength is supporting your longevity well. 7. You can get down to the floor and back up independently. Here's a movement that might seem simple, but reveals volumes about your longevity potential. Getting down to the floor and back up without using furniture or another person for help. If you can still perform this movement with relative ease, you're demonstrating exceptional physical integration that strongly predicts extended longevity. This ordinary-looking movement is remarkably complex, requiring coordination between your legs, core, arms, and balance systems. A Brazilian study published in the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology found this ability so predictive of mortality risk that they created a scoring system based on it. Those who could get down and up with minimal support had significantly higher survival rates over the following years. Many gradually stop getting on the floor as they age, creating a use it or lose it situation. When you avoid a movement pattern, your body becomes less efficient at performing it, creating a downward spiral of declining ability. Dorothy, a 76-year-old retired librarian from Michigan, realized she hadn't sat on the floor in years when her grandchildren wanted her to join their play. "I was embarrassed that I couldn't get down there with them," she admitted. Dorothy started practicing floor transfers daily, first using the couch for support, then gradually using less assistance. After 6 weeks, she could join the children on the floor, and more importantly, get back up independently. 8. You can climb a flight of stairs without pausing. Our final longevity indicator might be something you encounter daily without realizing its significance. Climbing a flight of stairs without needing to stop. If you can ascend 10 to 15 steps at a steady pace without pausing to catch your breath, you're demonstrating remarkable cardiovascular health and muscular endurance, both powerful predictors of extended longevity. Stair climbing is such a revealing test of overall health that cardiologists use it as a quick assessment tool. It simultaneously evaluates your heart's pumping capacity, your lungs' oxygen efficiency, your leg strength, and your balance systems. Research from the European Society of Cardiology found that the ability to climb 4 flights of stairs in under a minute indicated excellent heart health and lower mortality risk. Frank, a 72-year-old retired postal worker from Michigan, noticed he was avoiding his daughter's third-floor apartment because the stairs left him gasping. "I was embarrassed about asking to use the elevator," he shared. "So I started a simple program at home." He began with just 4 steps, repeated several times daily, gradually increasing until he could manage a full flight. 3 months later, he surprised his daughter by easily climbing all 3 flights to her apartment. These 8 indicators aren't just signs of exceptional aging, they're invitations to take control of your longevity journey. Whether you possess all 8 abilities or just a few, remember that every capacity can improve at any age. The true gems among us aren't those who never decline, they're those who never stop growing. Which ability will you focus on improving this week? Your future centenarian self will thank you for starting today.